Should you just wait 7 years for that account to age off of your credit report? Hello, my name is Kenny Johnson. I am a credit specialist here in Montreal, Quebec, and we service Canadians across the country in every single province. And if you need help with your negative accounts, you can always send us an email, info@kennyjohnsonuniversity.com. So let's get to the topic of the video. A lot of times I get messaged, whether it's on Instagram or X or whatever the platform is, and I get asked, "Hey, um, I'm just going to wait, or should I wait the 7 years for that negative account to age off of the credit report?" And people often say this because they know, or they may have heard that, well, if you just wait 6 or 7 years, that account is going to be removed off of your credit report. And so I'm just gonna tell you what actually happens in my inbox. People will come to me and say, "Well," and first of all, I don't know why they even tell me, if you don't plan on using our services, why even tell me you're just gonna wait 7 years? Like, good luck, right? But what they do is they message us and they say, "Well, I'm just gonna wait 7 years," and then a few months pass by, and they come back and say, "Hey, I need help with my credit." And the reason why I'm sharing this is because 7 years doesn't sound like a long time until you actually have to go through those 7 years. And we forget that from now to 7 years, there may be something that comes up that you have to apply for. And a lot of people don't think like this. I mean, you may not be thinking of applying for something now, but maybe 5 years pass and you want a new vehicle because something has happened to your current vehicle and you want to get an auto loan, or you want to get out of your current mortgage and get into a new one, right? Within 7 years, or maybe 5 years. You still have 2 years to wait. And so that's gonna put you behind someone that's able to go ahead and apply and get approved now. And so instead of waiting those 7 years, it's time to take action now. Maybe you spend 3 years working on your credit, but I ask you, is 3 years a better trade-off than seven? In every single situation, it is. So don't just take this passive viewpoint and say, I'm just going to wait the 7 years. Because a lot of people misunderstand what those 7 years actually mean. For most accounts, it's 7 years from the when the account closed, so that last date of activity is not when you open the account. And so a lot of people assume that it's from when the account was open, but in actuality, a lot of times is when that account closed. So you need to wait from that point 7 years out. Okay, so maybe you just closed an account, a negative account for that matter, and you paid it off. You have to wait from let's just say it was in 2020. You have to wait until 2027 for that account to age and be removed off of your credit report. And so I want to offer a better solution. I want you to go through your credit report, identify the negative items that are having a negative impact and affecting your credit. And that looks like you having collection accounts. That looks like you having late payments, charge of accounts. Maybe you had a previous consumer proposal or a bankruptcy that's having a negative impact. And you not only want to do this for one credit report, but you need to do this for both Equifax and TransUnion. You need to identify all of these negative accounts that are having a negative impact on your credit score. And then once you identify the accounts that may not belong to you or inaccurately reporting, then you need to dispute this information off of your credit report. And then after you do this, you need to check your current accounts. If you don't have a credit card, you need to at least get a secured credit card. Place that small deposit, take care of it, keep it for time, and build over the years. But worst case scenario, the longest I've seen most people take around 3 years. If your situation is really bad, let's say you have 5+ collections, the longest it should take you is around three years to really be able to bounce back. And the goal should be a 700 with no negative items on your credit report, because believe it or not, you could have a 700 credit score and have negative accounts on your credit report. Okay, so don't take this passive approach to fixing your credit and saying, I'm just going to wait for an account. Another reason why we don't want to wait to 7 years, you may have multiple negative accounts. Let's just say you have five negative accounts. It may year 7 for this first account may hit this year. Year 7 for that next account may hit another 3 years, right? Because they probably were open on different timelines, right? So if you're waiting all this time, it can add up. And people don't see that. When people say this, they just think of that one negative account that they have. But most people I work with, they have multiple negative accounts, they have multiple late payments, they have multiple charge-offs, they have multiple collection accounts, right? So instead of taking this passive approach, be active. Dispute the accounts you don't recognize. Work with the creditors. Pay off your accounts before they send it over to collections. You can save yourself a collection account by taking care of your charge-off account. And yes, it sucks to pay off a charge-off account, but I'd rather you just have a charge-off account than a charge-off account and a collection account that coincides with it. And a lot of creditors aren't taking this route. A lot of creditors are going straight into litigation. A lot of them will sue you. Uh, Amex is famous for it. Amex doesn't waste too much time with collection companies. We are seeing less and less of Amex accounts being sent to the collection section of the credit report and them just straight up sending you to litigation because they want their funds now and they don't want to have to go through this whole vigorous cycle because they know most people have that mindset of I'm just going to wait 7 years. And so be organized, create a budget. If you don't feel like you can pay back your charge off accounts, create a budget. Take care of the smallest debt first and work your way up. But you have to start somewhere, and it's better to take action today than just passively wait for a day that may not come when you think it's supposed to come. If you need help with your credit, maybe you don't know how to dispute, and that's completely okay. Understand that you reserve the right to dispute anything that you feel as inaccurate on your credit report, and the credit bureaus need to be able to verify that information. Every Canadian has the ability to do this on their own. You don't need to hire a company to dispute on your own. But I like to think of ourselves as a convenience service. A lot of people are busy professionals. They don't have the time to do this for themselves. And so we do offer a service to help out and dispute on our clients' behalf. If you have collection accounts, send us an email, info@keenanjohnsonuniversity.com, and we would love to hop on a call. And until next time, peace.